I'm McKeown and my role is a QA analyst or a quality assurance analyst. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm just looking at a regression piece, so it's testing an old system towards a new system. So it's making sure that all the testing that was completed in an old version of a software piece is now okay to work in a new version to make sure all the bugs are removed and everything's fine with it. So my daily task would be, we have our own meetings every day. So we have our own meetings in the mornings. We talk about what went well the day before, what we're working on, and if we have any issues with any tasks. And then I also provide support to BAs as well, just if they have any issues with anything I've raised previously, and if they have any bugs that they have that I haven't caught. You definitely have to look at your good communication skills and your written skills. Communication skills in terms of with the clients. You do end up having to do demos or presentations with the client on the work that you're completing. So what testing have you completed and what have you found and what's the outcome of it? And then as well for the documentation, whenever we move from a client, whenever our team leave, we then have to have documentation there in place so they can see what the outcomes are, what the testing was completed and how to go about doing it themselves then. I do really enjoy it in terms of being able to work globally with many different clients. So you have the opportunities to work, at the moment I'm working with a client in Sydney, but I work at home, so it's wild being able to do that. But as well, the diversity as of a QA analyst, no day is the same. Whenever you go into the office, you're constantly looking at different testing areas, you're looking at working with different teams, and then as well as that, you're constantly learning because you're engaging with all these different teams. You're learning new parts of the systems every day. The reason why I chose this role was I actually done my placement year in First Derivatives. I studied Business Information Technology in Queen's University Belfast. My placement year I did do HR and recruitment, which is very different to what I do now. But I do think it definitely helped because with the business element and the IT side of my degree, I had the business understanding, which is sort of helping with the communicating with clients and talking to clients and knowing what they're going to say for technical and non-technical aspects. But then having the IT side of it as well helps because I am looking at, I'm using like SQL and Unix and just different elements of software testing within my role. So having a technical background definitely helps within this role. Definitely looking at the technical aspect of a computer science or a IT degree, just because it definitely helps for my role now, just with problem solving, just being able to have that wee bit more of an understanding of where the problem's coming from, being able to troubleshoot, being able to look at, I never used Unix before this role either. So for Unix, I would use it for starting servers or starting engines. And then I also use it for moving files in the server. And then as well as that, just basic troubleshooting, looking at logs. It sort of helps that wee bit more whenever you're trying to help with your testing. And then as well, even for SQL, just being able to query databases, just to go into that wee bit more further analysis. They were parts of my degree that I had, which did help me within this role because I did have that basic understanding there for this role that I'm in. Communication is a big thing because you do always end up talking to clients, talking to different members of your team, and then as well, definitely teamwork. You can't do anything without your team, so even if you're looking at a problem, you can be looking at it for a couple of hours, and then as soon as you start talking to your team can just help you out immediately. So yeah, just working with teams. It is, you do develop a lot of self-management and a lot of time organisation, just because I think I actually would do more at home than what I would do in the office because I log on in the morning for about 7:30, 8 o'clock and then work my day up until about 5:30, 6. Where in the office you come in and you sort of have a chat, you have a cup of tea, you have that sort of bonding time with your team. So definitely working from home, it does take a lot of independence to do and a lot of your own self-management, but working in an office that one day a week sort of gives you that wee bit more of a team bonding, so you don't feel as fearful to reach out to people that you maybe haven't met before in person.